everyone, today I'm highlighting the M18 Hellcat in War Thunder. Let's go ahead and go over the history of the Hellcat a little bit. A U.S. Ordnance Department specification was issued for a fast tank destroyer design centered around the fitting of a 37mm main gun mount. By the middle of 1942, the T-49 GMC prototype emerged for review. By this time, actions in North Africa had already shown that the originally intended 37mm armament was vastly inferior for the tank killing role, considering the armor quality of the latest German tanks. The prototype was given a 57mm caliber armament instead and was now fitted with a more universal torsion bar suspension system. By the time this design came around, Germany was starting to use Panther and Tiger I tanks as opposed to the Panzer III and Panzer IVs. These German tanks sported highly capable main guns with thick armor arrangements that outclassed all Allied tanks of the time. The changes from the T-49 GMC soon produced the T-67 GMC pilot vehicle design, which was a lighter, smaller vehicle sporting the 75mm M3 main gun. The idea of fitting a 76.2mm main gun created the T-70 GMC prototype model, which became the pre-production design for what was to be designated the M18 GMC. Serial production began in July of 1943 and spanned until October of 1944, to which 2,507 examples rolled out of American factories into war. Operational status was achieved in the summer of 1944, and the M18 received the unofficial nickname of Hellcat. In the field, the M18 proved an excellent vehicle for the intended role. The power to weight ratio provided the vehicle with an excellent top speed of 55 to 60 miles per hour in ideal conditions, faster than any other armored fighting vehicle of the war, and had a range of 105 miles. Now, coming up in this replay, take out this T-34 here. Very, very capable tank there. They can be kind of a pain to kill. So I decided to take my mind off of that and move around. See if I can flank him a little more, come around from behind him. Saw another tank explode right there. And I do not see the tank now. So I'm going to go ahead and turn around and make sure nobody else is around. And he's dead. Alright, going back to what I was talking about. The Continental power plant allowed for great acceleration, while the coupling of the engine with the chosen hole design made for a rather agile mount. It was the vehicle's speed that was often utilized as an inherent defensive measure, where the armor protection could prove suspect, allowing M18 crews the capability to fire at an enemy and then retreat at speed before a response could be mustered. The powertrain was noted as reliable and major asset considering the unforgiving nature of war. The M18 was much smaller in profile and size while being half the weight of the M10 series before it. This made it harder to target, to spot, and engage. German tankers actually enjoyed a major advantage when able to target the thinly armored M18s. The 360 traverse of the turret also allowed the M18 the ability to engage targets in any direction without the need to turn the entire vehicle against a danger. In contrast to other tank destroyer contemporaries fielded in war had their guns set with fixed superstructures. So as you guys can see, this is what helps it become a more flank maneuvering tank destroyer. So I'm going to go ahead and pull forward a little bit, and oh, there's an enemy. He doesn't spot me. I've come up behind him. Let's go ahead and take out his gun crew. I know it doesn't show it on the replay, but I actually took out his gunner on that one. I get a second shot. There we go. And I set him on fire. Like he's not going anywhere. He's on fire. And that's my first kill. I didn't get that last kill. I think I just got an assist on him. So, going back on talking about the Hellcat, the best part about it is definitely not the armor. I mean, it's only like 18mm thick, so you can get taken out pretty easily by anti-aircraft guns in the game of War Thunder. Oh, their shot came at me. I don't know if I noticed it or not. But, oh, here's another tank. Let's see if I can get him. But going back on the flanking of it, the tank is very agile. That's probably like the best aspect of it, especially with it being turreted. It's not slow and cumbersome, but it's definitely a good flanking tank. As you can see right here, there's that T-34 I spotted earlier. I set him on fire. And if you do have to attack the T-34-85 frontally, it's best to usually aim for the turret if you don't get a bounce off of it. That's like each side of the mantlet, because you can definitely penetrate the mantlet of the T-34-85 even with that newer turret design to hold the 85mm gun. So I'm going to go ahead. Oh, another tank. Try to cap this zone. We'll take out this KV-2 while we're at it. Take out the gun crew. Nope, actually I got that kill. So, with it being able to flank and stuff, the best part, especially going up against, at least in the experiences of World War II, is that they may not have the armor, but they had the maneuverability, they had the agility, they had a somewhat decent gun to go up against Germans with the Panthers and the Tigers. Now, we never went up against Russia like this, but I'm sure it would have been a very interesting matchup. So, with the agility, the M18 could maneuver and engage the weaker side and rear armor facings, typically before the German tanker crews could turn their turrets to counter. This helped M18 crews attain an excellent initiative and limit their own losses in the field to a certain extent. The 76mm main gun on M18 was not entirely consistent, but got the job done. Oh, let's see if we can go for the ammo on this. And we got him. So that makes number 4 for my Hellcat. The only German tank the M18 crew could not match pound for pound was the heavier Tiger II series. But few Allied tanks could stand up to this beast, and in the later stages of World War II, a lack of fuel resources across wartime Germany was that tank's biggest threat. So we went ahead and got that point captured on this. Go ahead and move around. Got a plane up there we see. And at this point, I believe somebody put in battle chat was there's a T-34 on the base. It's either this one or actually I think that's later in the replay. But anyways, going back, highly maneuverable. Oh, servo lag. Got that one right there. See if I, yep. Went ahead and damaged him good enough on that. I can't get another shot off on him. I think I got his driver on that. I also like doing the peekaboo. You know, pull out, fire off a round, get back behind cover, because any round that hits you is just going to be devastating, especially with being small tank. All your crew's pretty compact inside of it, and thin armor does not help whatsoever. I don't think I've actually bounced really any kind of rounds with the M18 yet. Actually, I think I did kill that T-34 57. That 57's not a bad anti-tank weapon. So, being realistic battle, I don't have any planes set up for this kind of matchup. I don't think I even have a plane for this kind of battle rating either, because I would just get, if I flew out in a pea shooter, I would just get devastated by the other tanks. I mean, by the other aircraft. So, T-34. Oh, I got hit. Right there it was. Took out my gunner and my loader. And I think it also damaged some of my components, so I had to repair. Oh, there we go. We got it back. And looks like the M18, M19 anti-tank gun is attacking him on the side. That could be potentially hurtful for him. And is he dead? Yeah, he's dead. Put a round into him just to make sure. Oh, another tank, T-34E. I believe that's the one with the extra armor plating around the turret and the extra armor plate on the hull on the front. And see, as you can see, flanking, I mean, how quickly you can move around and how quickly you can engage the enemy in that flanking maneuver. And he's still alive. Let's see if we can get another shot into him. Another shot into him. Make sure his gunner is dead. Still alive. Let's go ahead and reload. And he's dead. Teammate got that kill. Fired right before I got into it. Then, as you can see, our cap, the cap got, I'm sorry, the base got capped while we were engaging those enemies near their spawn point. Let's go ahead and come back around, do some flanking maneuvering. Go over the tanks. Oh, looks like a KV-2 rolled into town. And he's dead already. Looks like the other teammates got him taken care of before I even showed up. We're getting pretty close to the end here. I didn't realize it, but there was another tank. Another Russian tank coming up from behind. So I go ahead and go back up on here. There he is. I see him. He took out the M22 Locust. That was sitting there. Which is also another very fun tank to drive around and play with. Come around here. Looks like he's damaged. Turret's not moving. Somebody else got that kill though, right before I put that in. So, well, that's all for this replay for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you guys check out my other videos. Don't forget to like or subscribe and check me out because I've got more videos coming your way. Take care. Have a good one and thanks.